For 5 years, people have been recommending me this game, and the time has finally arrived. Welcome to Roblox. Now, I've heard of Roblox for a very long time, and I've never played it because, well, it just looks like it was designed for a younger audience, and it is really cool. It's free. It's really easy to set up, and you can play all these different interesting games. It's almost like an engine where you can get on, and people have made like Roblox versions of like CS:GO and stuff. So it's really interesting, and the game that made me want to try out Roblox is this game right here, Waterloo. So what's really cool about this game, it's a massive multiplayer battle game where people join regiments, they form regiments, they fight in line battles, there's epic melee charges, and what's the coolest thing about this game that has every other game beat is scale. The scale of these battles are like never seen before in these massive multiplayer games. In one server, as of right now, you can have 350 players. 350 players, but wait, there's more. About once a month, the community gets together and they play the Battle of Waterloo, which is the actual battlefield to the scale, the actual scale of Waterloo, and there's 1,500 players. Now, the way it works, I'm gonna probably explain this very poorly, but if you're a player in the community, you can always clear it up in the comments. There are multiple servers of each region of the battlefield that holds 350 troops, but all the servers, like the end result, all adds up in all the servers. So what happens in one server and another server affects each other, if you get what I'm saying. And you can also travel to the other servers. So technically it is only 350 per server, but again, the servers, they communicate with each other. The effects of what happens, in terms of kills in one server will affect the other server. The game is a really cool mix of NW or Napoleonic Wars from Mountain Blade, where of course you have the Napoleonic time period, you have all these different regiments, you have all the banners and flags, and it looks awesome. But it also has the mechanics of War of Rights, or similar mechanics of War of Rights, where it really forces players to stick together. They are more accurate when they're sitting together in formation. Again, I'm not 100% sure what all the perks are when you stay in formation. It's like best of both worlds in terms of mechanics of those two games, but the scale is better than both of them. So I decided to download the game. I'm gonna try it out, and this is my very first event. And I'm learning the controls. My camera work is a little sloppy, but I hope you guys will still enjoy this nonetheless. And let me just say, if you're interested in giving this a try, it is free. Okay, I know, hey, I'm 28 years old, all right, and I still enjoyed this game, even though it looks like a bunch of Lego soldiers were killing each other. The concept, I don't care about graphics. I want large scale. Even if it looks terrible, it will be cool to have so many players killing each other. It's just a lot of fun. So it is free, so I do recommend you guys try it. I will have down in the video description I'll try to reach out to as many regiments as possible. There's coalition regiments, like the British, Austria, you've got the French regiments like Italy, France, Polish, Bavarians. So you have a lot of different regiments you can pick. So it is very cool and very awesome. Now, if you are already in a regiment, you're part of this community, you want to see this community grow, the best way you can support the community is by sharing this video. Obviously, liking and leaving a comment will support, but share the video. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it wherever you can. Share it to your friends, because that will help the community grow and get the word out about this game, because I would love to see them to continue to improve on the game, make even larger servers, and having even bigger battles. But anyways, guys, in today's battle, you are going to see the Austrians against the Italians. It is a very fun battle. It is very intense, and I enjoyed it way more than I expected. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Waterloo, the Roblox game that has amazing scale. All right, guys, here we are. The battle is underway, and we have so many players on the battlefield. This is crazy. 133 on the French side, which is like Italy. It's well, we have the Italians here, like French Italian, or like French-controlled Italians, I guess. Fighting for Napoleon is what I'm trying to say. And then we have on the other side, we have the Austrians, which of course are part of the coalition. Now we are on a section of Waterloo. There is a strategic little village here that it's going to be quite interesting to see how they fight around it and control it. It does look like the Italians are going straight for the village, and they are ready to make their stand. Look at these guys. So we just kind of zoom in here. It's a little chaotic. I mean, it's kind of surreal to play a game with so many players on it. It is getting some lag though. I don't know if that's because I'm in spectator mode here or what, but let's see. It's looking decent. Let's go over and see what the Austrians are doing here. They're taking more of a more cautious approach. We have a couple regiments that are going around. Oh, we got shots fired. Hold on. Look at this. We have the Austrian forces opening. Most of their forces are over here, and there's a lot of chatting going on. So I definitely, as you know, as I get used to the controls and getting used to managing the UI and stuff, I definitely want to turn off the chat boxes because you know, it's kind of getting in the way. But back over this way, there's a nice line battle going down. Ooh, these look like dragoons or something. Look at these guys. This is awesome. And then we got another line right next to them. So they are going at it. Definitely love the Napoleonic Wars sound effects. They are opening fire. I definitely got to get used to the camera controls too. They're a little different than the typical controls. But I love that I can spectate over this. And here we go. We got a push here. I'm not sure what regiment this is, but they got these fancy green uniforms. This is pretty sick. Look at the scale of this. This is awesome. So they are really fighting hard. But let's look back over here. We've got a little bit of a road battle here. We got some brown coats here opening fire. But on this side, oh, we have a big melee engagement. This is crazy. Look at this. The Austrians are going in right now with their bayonets. Men are dying with smiles on their faces. Oh, man. And it looks like it's a bit of a mess right now, but it does look like the Austrians are routing the Italian forces. Someone's saying, I've never been on this side of the map. Things, life of a soldier, right? So the Austrians push back the Italians. Now, to my understanding, if you lose the standard, then you're out of the game. The standard is kind of like a respawn point, and staying in formation makes you, I assume, more accurate, and I assume those are the mechanics. Again, still learning the ins and outs of this game. So we got a nice line battle going on here. On this side, the Austrians are closing in. We do have some Italian forces who are they're holding this corner position of the map. This is so sick. Like, the scale of this is so awesome, and it does look like the stuttering lag issue we had is getting better. There is a Italian line over here holding this road. It looks like they're firing against some Austrians. Austrians are taking heavy losses here. These are the green coats. What's great about this game too is that it's free. It is completely free, super easy to install and play. But the Austrians are, they smell delicious. Here they go. They're closing in. They're getting a nicer shot, a nice little volley there. But look at this. They only take out a couple, and now the Italian, look at these beautiful white uniforms. They are moving up to counter fire. Let's see if they can get a good volley here. A little unorganized, it looks like, but they are going to try to put some pressure on the Austrians. Things are getting spicy over here. Look, we got an officer over here with a rifle, and they do a little volley. They got annihilated here, and they're going to fall back. And it looks like the entire Italian army is falling back and reorganizing as the Austrians are continuously pushing them back and making good ground here. Look at this. I don't know how the chain of command works in this, but it would be interesting if there was like one general like giving out, you know, like overall orders, kind of controlling the. Oh, hold on, hold that thought. Look at this, a big brawl over here. I can't even tell what's going on. We have a lone Italian who is deep in enemy lines. He gets stabbed there by an Austrian. Oh yeah. The Austrians are just dominating right now, it seems like. At least in terms of the melee, they seem to be doing very well. So if we look at the tickets, the Austrians are in the lead, I assume. Again, this is my very first battle. Look at this nice line here that the Italians have set up. And they're going to stand their ground and try to hold back the enemy. That was pretty cool. They kind of reorganized, reformed, and now they're getting some good shots off. They're kind of kiting the enemy as they fall back. And look who's coming around the flank. This is like actual Total War tactics. Kind of kiting them back, having a nice. This almost looks like a grenadier unit here. Look at these fancy uniforms. But they are opening fire, and sure enough, Austria does not take the bait. They're going to hold their ground and make sure they don't get outflanked. But look at this. We've got an Italian unit. This is a small unit, but they are going around the flank, and they're going to get some great flanking fire on the Austrian forces here. Let's see if they can turn this battle around. This is a really good situation for the Italians. This is exactly what they needed to win this battle. So let me zoom out here a little bit so we can get a bigger picture of what's going on. It would be cool if they continued. Obviously, they continue to update the game and add more to it. It would be cool to have a couple people mentioning me here. Let's see, shall Lord Pixie Poo lead us to victory? But yeah, what I was saying is if they had some, excuse me, some spectator features, you know, having maybe a mini map, or when you zoom out you see the, you know, like you can clearly see who's Austrian, who's Italian. But the Austrians are pushing very well here. We've got kind of like a vanguard Italian force that is protecting the other side of their army. This is sick. And of course it looks even. Wait, hold on, there's some movement going on here. Oh yeah, Austrians are going in. We got the green coats. They're moving in, but what's this? Oh my God. The Austrians, you remember the flanking unit that was over here? They are cleaning them out, getting them out of here. And they're gonna fall back to the safety of their allies here, their comrades. So they regroup with the Italians. The Italians are going still toe-to-toe with the Austrians on this side. I wonder if there's a way to slow down the camera a little bit. Well, we're just gonna have to deal with fast camera for now. Hopefully I'm not giving you a headache. So we got, this is a really important line for the Italians. This is such a solid position, firing down. They got a little bit of a slope here too, but they're just firing down on the Austrian forces. And of course they have the tree line as well, which is kind of helping them. Oh my God, this is crazy. And then over here, look at this. Remember the vanguard? This is, oh, this is a big push. This is a huge melee fight. I can't even tell what's going on because all the text that's in the way. I gotta figure out how to get rid of that. Well, definitely, you know, guys, this is a learning experience, and as I cover more battles in this, I will definitely try to figure out how to make it as the most enjoyable experience from the viewing point of view. Try to get rid of some of this, the chat and stuff. But here's a big push. This is massive. Look at this. They're just going in. The Italians are trying to regroup. They're trying to make their stand. The Austrians over on the other flank, they might want to charge in. I don't know. This is really close. This is nuts. So it is just pure chaos. It's kind of hard to tell who's who. I mean, some of the uniforms are very similar, but it does look like the Italians are holding their ground. We do have a small Austrian force pushing on the flank. Get the flag bearer with this pistol. That's pretty badass. That's pretty cool. And the Italians are constantly being pushed back. So we'll kind of zoom out here, get a bird's eye view of the situation. Look at this, it's just pure chaos. Lines have been broken. Massive melee charges are underway. Something's flying through the air. I don't know if you guys saw that. But this was a huge push. They are just cleaning them out. The Italians make their final stand. Look at that, they're grouping up, trying to kill as many as possible. That was epic. Nice little stand here, but the Austrian numbers just seem too much. They have completely pushed back the Italian forces. Completely pushed them back. And if we're looking at the kill differences, the Italians have 28,224 and the Austrians have 28,400. So definitely looks like the Austrians are winning this one. And they are just clean. They're cleaning them out. And the Italians are trying to respawn. They're trying to regroup. They've got a nice line setting up here. Look at this, look at this. They're about to open fire into the Austrian blob that is just rushing them down. But I think the Austrians are, okay, very good move by the Austrians. They're not going too crazy here. They're gonna reform. It looks like they got a random Italian out of position. But they're reforming, opening fire. And that was a huge push, and they took so much ground. They have gained so much ground. We'll zoom out here and kind of see the new lines. The Italians have been pushed all the way back. It's so crazy. It's like I'm watching. Okay, now keep in mind the graphics. Yes, they look like Legos. Okay, that's fine. But the crazy thing is that it does feel like I'm watching a Total War replay, but every single soldier on the map here is a player, which is really, really cool. And it's cool to see that. Now we have a huge Italian line here. It looks like the Dragoons here. We got some nice forces. We got some troops doing some twirls. But yeah, they are trying to hold back the Austrians. They're going for a charge. Look at this. They're going for a full-on charge. Or they might just be moving up to get closer shots. They're going to rely on their numbers to probably overwhelm the Austrians. The Austrians know that, and they're going to reform and probably fall back and regroup. So they're kind of letting the Italians take some ground here without losing mass casualties because they are, well, hold on. They might make their stand. They did fall back, but they are going to hold their ground. And this is a huge push right here. Really quick, while this is going on, I wonder if there's a way to hide people's like chat. Could have done this before, but I didn't know. I had no idea this was a thing. Oh my God, the Italians have kind of reformed and are just opening fire at this blob of Austrians. Now the Austrians over here are regrouping. Look at this. They've got a nice line, staggered line, opening fire on the Italians. Look at the Italians are kind of forming a little bit of an L shape here, try to you know, fight back the Austrian forces. And look at the numbers go down. Look at that. It is going down very quickly. There have been a lot of casualties in this this fight so far. All right, guys, sorry about that. I made a little edit there. I was looking into how to get rid of the chat. Apparently the admin can do it, and he did turn it off, but it didn't turn off. I guess it was a bug or something. So for now, you're just gonna see the chat, but it's not that big of a deal. I will make sure that it doesn't pop up in future videos because it does kind of block a lot of the game a little bit. But yeah, anyways, the Italians still holding their position. You can see, again, their L shape here that they're forming. They've got this bold regiment kind of out in the open. They might want to fall back a little bit because they're getting hit from multiple angles. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see an Austrian charge here again. Now, keep in mind, the Italians do have a healthy number of troops over here. They've got some forces, the Dragoon troops, just kind of opening fire and trying to kill as many as possible. This is a healthy line, and they are putting pressure on the Austrians here, but we'll see if the Italians can kind of turn this one around. I think the Italians need to pull off a pretty major like charge or decisive flank or of that nature. But look at this, the Italians are going in here, and it's so confusing who's who. I think we got, yeah, it's like both regiments here have white uniforms, but one has a red trim and the other has a green trim. Red being Austrian, green being Italian. But the Austrians hold, the Italians fall back. Their standard is down. Look at, oh, they're trying to grab it. Wait, he's got it. I think he got the standard. Or is that an Austrian? No, that's an Italian. That's an Italian. Okay, so he's got the standard. Now, I think you can capture enemy team standard. If I'm not mistaken, that's how you win. That's how you defeat a regiment. There we go. They're taking it. Boom. They got the standard. I don't know what they have to do with it. I'm not really sure. Back over this way. The Italians are falling back as well. And it does look like, well, over here the Italians are doing well, but everywhere else it does look like the Austrians are kicking butt here. There we go, more attacks here. I think the Italians need a countercharge, which they are. They're going to try to overwhelm this regiment. The standard is on full retreat. Look at him. He's like, fall back! Fall back! Oh yeah, the Milan Guard battalion lost their flag. Oh my god, this was a ruthless battle. There they go, there they go. And we've got some Austrians who are falling back to support the retreating Austrian regiment. Look at, they're so desperate to keep this standard. Look at them, look at it, it's just like one guy running for it. Now, I don't think he can run forever. He is about to get to the end of the map, and the Italians will most likely, oh, they shot him. They got his standard, and now remember, the standard is like the respawn point, if I'm not mistaken. I'm curious what he does with it. Like, how do you, like, destroy it or prevent? I guess you just, like, hold on to it. This is cool. Let's see. Maybe you have to, like, take it to a certain location. I'm not really sure. There we go. It's cool how the standard bearer dies and the flag just kind of sits there. But yeah, the Italians did get a small victory. There we go. Yep, that's it. They just hold on to it for a while. And the 28th something flag lost their flag. Let's see. Another unit lost their flag. So a couple units have lost their flag so far. And let's go back over to this side and see what's left on this battle, because things have gotten really chaotic. We got random units everywhere. And then over on this side, we have Austrian forces with the green coats. Looks like they're finishing up some troops, but the Italians are in the road here, opening fire. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Half the time, I don't know what's really going on, because I still need to learn the mechanics of the game. I might, if you guys want to see it, let me know down in the comments. Would you like me to play as a soldier in one of these battles, just to show you the soldier's perspective? You know, what it's like to, you know, fight, melee, reload, form a line, that kind of stuff. I think that would be pretty fun. But I think I will mostly just cover these battles in a spectator mode, because you really get to capture all of the chaos in these huge scaled battles. I mean, this has been insane in terms of scale. It's just been crazy. So we have now an Italian standard. He is trying to get out of there. Look at him. He's trying to escape, but once again, we have the Austrians hunting him down. There is a lot of Austrian forces, and they still have a solid lead in terms of kills. Oh, they're gonna get the officer. He's dead, face down in the dirt. And now they're playing the chasing game, trying to get the Italian standard. But this is a lot of Austrians that are left. Let's see what's over here. The Italians, the Italians still have a decent amount of units here. So this is far from over. But I can imagine. I mean, I don't know. I really don't. This is cool as hell, though. The scale of this is just unreal. All right, now we have Austrians over here. They're rushing. Look at this. They're rushing for the Italian lines. They're making their stand. The Italian unit over way down there might want to rush over and support this Italian line because they are getting pushed back. Look at this. Oh yeah, this is a massive Austrian charge. Oh, what was that? There goes the charge. They are just full on pushing. And they're gonna regroup with the Italians, right? No, these are Austrians who somehow got behind them. But they are just gonna, I can imagine, try to just charge them really quick and clear them out. But the Austrians are gonna make their stand here because they want to slow them down so the Austrians on the other side push them. But no, it doesn't look like the Austrians are pursuing. They're gonna set up a line here and open fire. All right, and the Italians are being completely pushed back. They have these little trenches they can form up on. They're still trying to clear out this Austrian unit, which they are making good progress. They probably don't all want to pursue. And you know, as I'm watching this, there has to be pretty amazing communication between the regiments because there's so much going on. And you know, for that situation over there, when they were chasing the Austrians, it would have been disaster if all the regiments chased this one unit because it would be a bit excessive. So they had to have communicated there, and they're like, no, we'll hold here while you guys pursue. But this is really good. The Austrians have kind of fallen back into the village. Or not the Austrians, I'm sorry, the Italians have fallen back in the village. They're getting some good shots there. Look at that. They're kind of cresting over this little trench here, this little stone wall. And now things are, it's kind of hard at times to know what's going on. At one point, it looked like the Italians were going to lose the game, like it was about to be over. And then the next moment, oh, actually, the Italians still have a ton of troops left. Oof. Now, if we look at the scoreboard, it doesn't really give us any clues in terms of like who's still in it and who's out. There we go. The Austrians are going into a melee against the Italians here. It's pretty costly, but it does look like the Italians should be able to hold, which they do. Well, you can go under the map, so that's pretty cool. The Austrians are just continuously pushing. Continuously pushing. And I think what the Italians should... Well, actually, hold on. The Italians are pushing over this way, too. This is this really large Dragoon unit. Kind of trying to organize the line here. But the Austrians are going to make their stand. Look at this. This is awesome. Two very large units going at it. Kind of zoom in here. Oh, this is pretty cool. Wow, you can really, you can do some cool camera effects. We got a group of Italians fighting under the shade of this beautiful tree. We have more Italians who are falling back into the village, and it looks like they're going to try to be cut off here by an Austrian Austrian unit who's forming up in the road and just kind of firing at their retreat. They're not stopping though. They're pushing behind this building. Gonna zoom out here. And the Italians are gonna push the other side. They're playing a little ring around the rosy here. I think they both wanted to charge each other and they both went the other direction. That or that was all part of their plan, I'm not sure. Kind of zoom out here and get some cool angles of this battle, this epic melee. Look, you got Italians way down there as well. Man, you can really zoom in with this. So who's gonna win this one? I don't know. This was a great engagement for the Italians. They clearly won this one. And oh, they got the standard. The Austrians lose their standard. And that's another standard gone. So I think that means that unit is gone as well, if I'm not mistaken. So he is falling. Oh, yeah, yep. Another unit has lost their flag. An epic, this is so cool. An epic little battle over here. Yep, Grenadier Battalion lost their flag. Look at this stand over here. Oh my God, this is a huge melee. Huge melee. The Austrian forces are just streaming in. The Italians, they're trying to hold. Oh my God, they're doing a little bit of a retreat here. Kind of like a melee kiting kind of retreat against this overwhelming Austrian force. Milan Guard Battalion lost their flag. Didn't they already lose their flag before? And then here comes more Austrians who are on the far flank over here. They're pushing in as well. This might be the final push. We'll see. The Italians have set up a nice line in the road, and that does scare off the Austrian forces from pursuing. They're going to use this little defilade here to kind of protect them. This is actually a really solid spot for the Austrian forces. Here's the officer. Looks like he's chewing on a little wheat grass there. Got the green coats who moved in. We have more Italians who are pushing forward. Looks like, yeah, it looks like they left the safety of their little trenched in area. Oh, we got some people in the house too. We got a small regiment in the house. That's pretty cool. But the Italians are now pushing upward, and now the Austrians have taken the trenches in the village area. They're not really trenches, they're just stone walls, but you get what I'm saying. All right, let's zoom out here. Let's kind of see what's going on in this chaotic battle. We can see that it's kind of so back and forth. Here, let me zoom out. Oh yeah, look at this push. Look at this. This is crazy. These are all human players. The Italians are now falling back. The Austrians are pursuing in overwhelming numbers. The Italians set up in the graveyard. They should be able to organize here and make their stand, but there's so many of them. Oh, they got the flag. Let's see. Yes, yes, the Austrians. They got another flag here. Oh no, but the Italians push up and get it back. That was crazy. It's really cool. I like the standard mechanic where you kind of have to fight for the standard. Because one, it's like you're fighting for your unit's standard. Like that's, you know, you fight for it. It's important. But it's also cool because it's a mechanic in the game. You know, where if you take a standard, again, I don't know what happens if you take the standard. Like, I don't know if that completely removes the unit out of the battle or it just inflicts a lot of casualties. But now looking at this, it's still very close. If we're looking at kills, 24,000 against the 25,000 of the Austrians. So they have a solid lead still, but oh, look at this. Look at this standoff here. Look at this standoff. This is sick. An epic stand between so many troops. Kind of zoom out and get the bigger picture. The Austrians, yeah, why stand in the open? The Austrians can set up around this church. But it looks like they're completely falling back. Completely falling back. Let's see. Now the Italians are, you know, they're going in. They are going in. I don't, you know, every time I think Italians, I just think of some delicious Italian food. I am in the mood for some spaghetti or some lasagna. Oh, man. Though it's so good. Italian food is so good. Anyways, the Italians here, the Mamma Mia boys, have set up at the wall, opening fire at the retreating Austrians. That's a huge win for the Italians. And honestly, guys, I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of pretending like I know what's happening, but like I said earlier, every time I think the Italians are losing, they come back with a huge amount of troops and they keep fighting. It would be cool if there was like points of interest in the game where they have to fight for a specific point. Maybe have multiple points of interest. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, here's a nice line here by the Austrians. Kind of opening fire against the Italians who set up a line in the road. So it's pretty cool to see that little dynamic of, you know, them holding the rear. I love seeing units hold the rear and kind of protect the flank. That is very cool, very awesome. We got units in the church as well. Kind of, this is like their command center, their command where they give out the orders. What is this? Look at this guy. He's just like YOLO. He's way up there. Oof, these guys are dropping quick. I love how the Austrians set up. We've seen this multiple times in the battle where they've kind of set up in staggered lines that really gives them a good opportunity to open fire on these guys. I still can't believe that these are all players. These are all human players going at it. Like, they are all forming up, fighting. And then you got the Italians over here who, he's got some cool glasses on. Did you see that guy? Got some sick glasses. There's another unit over here fighting by these walls. All right, the Italians are kind of falling back away from this open ground. And this is a tricky spot for the Austrians. You know, they're definitely not at an area of advantage here. And if we're looking at the kills, it's still the same. But this could be a good opportunity for the Italians to catch up in kills. Uh-oh, wait, hold on. We do have an Italian regiment looking behind them. That is because the Austrians pushed this road and have now taken control of this road, which is huge because this is a classic Total War strategy, at least to me, where you have a defensive position. So when you have an enemy army that's holding a hill, kind of like hill camping, the best thing to do is completely surround it or surround most of it. And that's what the Austrians are doing. That puts a lot of pressure. This is so sick. I love, this is like a almost like a siege. I would love for them to add siege battles in this game. That would be really cool. But yeah, the Austrians have this line surrounded. We got people up in the tower here. Little sniper tower. But what's going on here? Okay, I thought I heard melee. But the Austrians definitely want to huddle up over here because they have some good cover. Over here, they're getting chewed up, and I think that's why they are falling back. Oh, wait, the Italians are going for a push. I think they like what they saw over here, and they think maybe, hey, we can clear them out and take their standard. But the Austrians look like they were ready for this push. Maybe they were doing a little bit of trickery here, trying to get them to, you know, trying to get them to get a little too comfortable, and that's exactly what's happening here. The Austrians have overwhelming numbers against these Italian troops. Now, again, I've never been a soldier, right, or played as a soldier in this game. Oh, wait, the Austrians are pushing the church. Look at this push. Crazy. Just crazy. Gelato. Oh, my God, the Austrians are going in. And the Italians are now falling back down the road, reorganizing, reforming. What happened? You know, I almost think it's like the Italians, since they're behind in kills, they didn't have the luxury of being able to sit back and just sit in here. I think they had to go for some flags. Here comes another push by the Austrians. Oh yeah, the Italians just got smacked right there. Just utterly smacked. Oh, good shot. Who was that? Who was that? Fantastic shot by you. All right, and oh, yep. Another Italian regiment lost their flag. And it is getting down to the wire, guys. We are almost down to the last 10 minutes to this battle. Another good kill here. Very nice. They cleaned out these Italians. The Italians are now falling back and reforming. So I assume they're just kind of buying time. They're trying to get respawns back in. They're regrouping. And then once they have their numbers, they're going to push. But man, the organization you would need in this game. You know, the more troops, the more organization you need. And now the Italians look like they're pushing the church again. Here they go. Yeah, they are pushing the church, which is causing this unit to fall back. It's almost as if they're letting them take the church. And the Italians have recaptured the church, but for how long? And will we have reinforcements join them in that church area? Let's go fly over here now really quick. Okay, my camera's freaking out. We got Italians who set up in this road using this little fencing here. They are now pushing the road. I think they like their chances here, but they really shouldn't get too comfortable. There's a lot of Austrians waiting for them. I don't think they know what they're running into. Maybe they do. I don't know. But look at this. The Italians have taken this building. We got a female soldier. Look at it. She's just so happy to be shooting people and killing people. That's a face of a soldier. And oh, you fell. But no, the Austrians backed off. I'm kind of surprised. I thought the Austrians had the numbers there to kind of hold back the Italians who were pushing down that road. But no, they backed off. Let's go back over to the church where the Italians have once again fortified the church area and the graveyard. This right here is some of my favorite moments in the game when you have these lines set up and firing at each other. The melee is fun, don't get me wrong, but it's just way more enjoyable to watch them form lines and shoot each other. Look at that. That is sick. That is awesome. So we are now less than 10 minutes left in the battle. The Italians are still quite far behind. It's been about the same, guys. I mean, in terms of the kill ratio between the two teams. Oh, are they charging in? They are charging in. The Austrian forces, at least part of the line is charged in. Oh no, they're full on charging. Look at that. Full on charge into their defensive position. The Italians are falling back, regrouping, I assume, with the rest of their line. Oh yeah, the Italians, again, the Italians seem to always be kind of surrounded here a little bit. They're reforming in the line. This way they can kind of, ooh, I don't know, this isn't good because the Austrians are now going to use this church against them. And they're just kind of out in the open. This is awesome. This has been really fun to watch. Like, it's just so cool to see this scale. Now, of course, as the battle goes on, players start to leave. It was, though, peak 130 versus 130, which, of course, is 260 players in one server. Now, to my understanding, servers can go up to 350, and I think they are working on trying to get them to get up to 500. Look at them running through the smoke. Look at that head. Look at that hair. I was like, what is this? But the Italians hold their ground. The Austrians are going for a charge. This is a nasty charge. It looks like the Italians are gonna overwhelm them. Yeah, the Austrians are like, I'm out. I'm outie. See ya. Oh, I guess he got stabbed or shot. I don't know. But they're gonna get that flag. The Austrians lose a standard there. But there's a big Austrian force over on this side going in for the kill. Alright, it looks like this is where all the fighting is. I'm kind of looking around. There is a little bit of a fight going on over on this side, where we have Austrians kind of set up at this wall. Oh, yep, there goes another battalion losing their flag. There we go. Italians reclaiming this area. You know, the Austrians could win this. Oh my god. Well, I was going to say the kills look like they're getting closer, but they don't. Come on, can the Italians turn this around in the last 6 minutes of this battle? We will see. We will find out. And it looks like the Italians are regrouping. We have Austrian forces everywhere. The Italians are going for a push. Oh yeah, look at this coordinated push. They're going to surround this small Austrian unit who kind of walked into a trap here. There they go. There they go. Now we do have a rear guard, I guess you could say, kind of slowing down the other side of the Austrians. We'll see. The Austrians look a bit more organized, well, mostly because of that huge Italian charge. But now the Austrians are falling back as the Italians are pursuing. And, you know, the Austrians have about a 600 kill lead. So I'm curious if maybe the Italians in their last 5 minutes can try to turn the tables here around and win this one, but I don't know if they have enough time. And it looks like the Austrians are doing just fine as they are pursuing the last couple units here. Oh my god, look at this fight. Look at all these players. That's crazy. I love it. I love it. So we got a massive Austrian blob right here. We have one regiment trying to form a line. It looks like they're quickly trying to reorganize. And this looks like this is how the battle's going to end. We've got both sides forming their lines. This is a smart move by the Italians here. They're kind of falling back behind the wall. It's very far away, so it's going to be tough to kill using the muskets that they have, you know, because they're not accurate. But they do have the protection of the stone walls, which hopefully will try to give them an edge in this battle and trying to win this one. But we also have a flanking Italian force over on this side as well that's trying their best, but there's just so many Austrians set up here. This is going to be the last couple minutes of this event. It has been a very fun battle to sit back and watch and just see the chaos unravel. I can't wait to learn more about this game. Look at these lines here too. Look at this. I can't wait to learn more about the game. So I feel like my commentary will only get better as I kind of get a better understanding of what the hell is going on, and like the strategies and basically the meta of this game, and just trying to understand, like try to get a better understanding of what's going on, so I can kind of estimate or guess what the players are trying to achieve in certain tactics or maneuvers or whatever. But we got this really awesome Italian line here set up, making their last stand. It's still about a 600 plus kill lead for the Austrians. So the Italians haven't really made much ground here. But where they are now seems really solid. It seems really solid. Here we go. More Austrians are kind of forming up here. See the officers lining them. He's like, form to my left and right. There they go. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Oh, the standard bearers, he's proud. He's waving that flag. He's about to celebrate a victory in a hard-fought battle. I mean, isn't that just so cool, guys? I mean, the fact that there's just over 200 players, way more than 200. There was like 260 at the start. 130 players coming together for a common goal, a group struggle. It's pretty awesome. Whether it be War of Rights, Napoleonic Wars, or Waterloo Roblox, it is quite the experience, and it's just cool to be that individual soldier. It's just awesome. I love these games. I love these types of games. Oh, officer down. Look at this stand. The Italians make their stand. Will they hold? Oh. Let's see, they're kind of falling back. There they go. They are falling back as the Austrians pursue. The reason they're falling back is because they're trying to catch up in kills, and they don't really want to lose any more numbers, like mass casualties. So that's why they're kind of falling back and using the defensive positions. But the Austrians know they have such a huge advantage in kills. They're just going for it. This is the last 30 seconds of the battle. What an epic stand. What a great place to end the battle, right at this really strategic church where the Italians held as long as possible. Look at this. This is a mass charge. All players are moving in, going for the kill. The Austrians are pushing. The Italians are... It's just... What is going on? It's chaos. It is chaos, and we're at the... Look at the numbers. Look at the kills just going off, and we'll kind of zoom in here and watch them kill it out. And there we go, guys. That's it. That's the battle. They are out of time. And I assume we're going to get... Oh, this is the last 40 seconds. So this is pretty cool. It's like a credits going on. It sounds like they're playing Crusader Kings 3 music, which is awesome because I'm pretty sure I can leave that in. Oh! I was moved to the French. What's happening? I'm a soldier. What's going on? Oh, okay, cool. You can see who's allies and who's enemy. There we go. And death and destruction. This is awesome. Look at this. Paneling through the dead. This is a really cool ending. This is really interesting. This is cool. Defenders victory. So the Austrians take it by 465 points. What a great battle, guys. Thank you so much for joining me in this fight. I really enjoyed this. Thank you to all the players and Lori who set up this game. I'm over here in my civilian clothes. Now players are just dropping from the sky. But guys, Roblox is free even if you're not a kid. Look, I'm almost 30, all right? I'm 28. I'm playing Roblox. Do I need help? I don't know. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, share the video, guys. If you're a player or if you want to see this community grow, the best way is sharing this video. Spread the news of this game because it is really cool. It is really interesting, and the sheer scale and size of this game is very impressive. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the battle, and I will see you next time on the battlefield.